With Fantastic Four First Steps being set to release in about a week or so, we are getting closer and closer to the release of Avengers Secret Wars, which begs the question, should the MCU be rebooted after the release of Avengers Secret Wars? So, let's talk about it. As we know, the multiverse saga isn't quite working in Marvel's favor. From the Jonathan Majors controversy, which led him to being fired and forced Marvel to shift their plans around, which made Doctor Doom the new big bad. To say things ended up a bit messy would quite literally be the biggest understatement of all time. Marvel's been on a bit of a cold streak, and that's just me being honest. Phase 5 felt lackluster compared to what we've seen before, and that's not even talking just about Endgame, that's just talking about Phase 1, 2 in general. A fresh reboot gives Marvel the chance to start fresh again with most of, if not all of their characters. This time around, they'll have the X-Men, Fantastic Four, and many more characters to use at the beginning of their universe rather than forcing them in later. But obviously, rebooting a big franchise like the MCU does come with its risks. Marvel has spent over a decade building emotional investment within these characters. Starting from scratch does potentially mean that they could lose the core audience that they worked so hard to build if the characters feel dull in comparison to what we already have in this current universe. Fans and the general audience could feel like everything we worked towards was basically all for nothing. And that's not even to mention the issue of superhero fatigue, which is low-key already present today. Some fans are already feeling the burnout, myself included, but a reboot could help possibly refresh things, even though it could also backfire if fans aren't ready to spend another 10 years building up characters we already have in the comic books or in the previous universe. Having to go through another couple of years or another couple of phases may just feel like a waste of time for the general audience or comic book lovers like myself, and like that's something not no one really wants to do. Not to mention again how this could also for the general audience and I guess superhero fans feel like there's no drought for superhero movies because they come so often, and this new universe would probably not help with that. Secret Wars already kind of felt like the natural endpoint for the MCU, but I feel like now people are kind of wanting the reboot all because like we're not getting Endgame fucking part 2. Like, come on. Honestly, I think the best thing the MCU can do, or Kevin Feige could do, is just use Secret Wars as a soft reboot, like the 2015 Secret Wars comic book did. In this Secret Wars comic book storyline, the multiverse is destroyed, everything except for Battle World, Doctor Doom rules, blah blah blah. All in all, characters like Miles Morales are like brought into the main universe, so technically it's like a soft reboot. Like not everything changes, but like some things change for the better, quite literally.